exploring new possibilities. But while the goal is to lose our inhibitions, most of us end up losing our stuff instead. The more technology evolves, the more gadgets we buy, and the dream of travel can be replaced by a nightmare. We had enough of those panic-stricken moments. What if we could prevent disaster before it happens? This is the reality of the Mew tag, a smart, rechargeable tag that notifies you immediately if you forget something. Got an upcoming calendar notification like a flight where you'll need to remember a long list of stuff? You'll be reminded just in time, ensuring you never miss a beat. Just open the app, name the item, and stick it on. Focus on your trip while your Mew tag takes care of the rest. This smart learning tech gets to know you and your habits when you use your stuff, notifying you accordingly. Depending on your location, you can adjust the range. No matter what phase of your journey you're at, the Mew tag has your back every step of the way. The only thing you need to worry about is whether you're brave enough to tackle that bungee jump, roller coaster, wherever adventure's calling you to. With the Mew tag, you can check in your tagged items in just a few clicks. And travel should be simple, not more stressful than a day at the office. Once you've touched down and need to collect your luggage, you'll never have to fight your way through a mob of passengers ever again. Just chill out, and when it arrives on the belt, you'll know, through an instant notification, when it's ready for collection. No more searching, and no more stress. Heading home? Can't find your car? The tag will navigate you to your vehicle, hassle-free. We're dreamers, creating a world of stress-free travelers and hassle-free journeys. Oh, the places you'll go. Let's fun tomorrow. Today, together. Will you walk with us?
Hi, my name is Nicholas Cho. I'm a coffee brewing expert and co-founder at Wrecking Ball Coffee Roasters here in San Francisco. Everyone loves a great cup of coffee. But why does it seem so complicated and hard to make a great cup? That's why we designed the December Dripper, the first coffee brewer that's designed from the ground up by specialty coffee brewing experts, making a truly great cup easier than ever. So why is it usually so hard? Well, to make a great cup of pour-over coffee, you need to start with great coffee and clean filtered water.
That water needs to be just the right temperature. You need the right brew recipe, meaning a certain amount of coffee to a certain amount of water. You also want the brew to take the right amount of time. You need the grind size to be optimal for that brew time. But if the amount of coffee and grind size doesn't... But if you adjust the grind size, you're changing it away from what's optimal for the best flavor.
The point of all this is, all of the coffee drippers out there right now are designed to hold a coffee filter. What none of them do is allow adjustability that lets you set your grind and recipe to where you really want it for the best flavor. And that's what the December Dripper is all about. The December Dripper allows you to dial in the brew flow so that everything can line up and give you the best flavor and aroma that coffee has to offer. The December Dripper has 4 different settings, 3 different levels of flow adjustability, and the ability to stop the flow completely. If you're making 1 cup of coffee, you'll probably want to use the setting 1, with the lowest flow, setting 2 for a bigger cup, and setting 3 if you're making coffee for 2 or 3 people. With other drippers, making 1 cup just doesn't work. The brew flow is just too fast to get a full flavored cup. It might work better if you made more coffee, but maybe that's more than you want to drink. In either case, you're wasting some of the money you spent on that fancy specialty roast. I designed the December Dripper together with my friend, Youngmin Lee, who's a coffee expert in Seoul, Korea. These drippers will be handmade by artisan metal workers out of 1810 stainless steel. Stainless steel absorbs less heat than a ceramic dripper, and is much less fragile than ceramic or glass. The brushed metal finish looks clean and shows less smudges. Sandwiched between the steel is a disc made of PTFE, which is similar to Teflon, that allows smooth and reliable operation. The December dripper has flat-bottomed dripper geometry, similar to commercial coffee brewers or the Kalita Wave dripper, which promotes an even extraction throughout the bed of coffee. Coffee brewing champions and specialty coffee cafes around the world have been using the Kalita Wave dripper since I helped introduce it in 2010, and the December dripper takes that design one big step further. The first generation December dripper is on sale right now in Korea, and people absolutely love it. Both professional baristas and coffee lovers alike. They're having fun tweaking and exchanging recipes and techniques, but most importantly, they're brewing and drinking the best coffee they've ever had. With the December dripper, the first coffee brewer designed from the ground up by specialty coffee brewing experts. Thank you, and we love you.
Here's Olivia. She is a young active woman, and like 12% of the population, she's suffering from migraines. The intensity and the frequency of the crisis deeply impact her everyday life. Olivia tried various treatments, and like 60% of the migraineurs, she hasn't found a solution and is desperate to hear about an alternative effective treatment. The situation leads her to social isolation and brings her trouble in her personal and professional life. That's why we created CareMe. With CareMe, Olivia treats her crisis by herself, easily and everywhere. CareMe dialogues with Olivia to bring her customized treatments, adapting himself to her own sensibility and maintaining the effectiveness of the treatment.
CareMe est un appareil qui est destiné à traiter les migraines. Il utilise des technologies d'électrothérapie médicale. Ces technologies utilisent des courants qui sont inoffensifs et qui sont appliqués sur le nerf trijumeau. Il s'agit d'une solution qui est antalgique, qui est non invasive et qui est exempte d'effets secondaires. CareMe a deux effets. Lorsqu'il est utilisé en crise, il bloque quasiment instantanément la douleur. Lorsqu'il est utilisé en dehors des crises, il permet de réduire la fréquence et l'intensité des crises successives, avec dans la plupart des cas, une disparition totale de la pathologie migraineuse.
CareMe's technique has been tested for 10 years over more than 5,000 patients by PhD Dr. Patrick Cosson. Pain diminution from 50% within the first seconds to a total relief after 30-minute session. Crisis frequency and intensity reduction from 2 weeks treatment. 75% of total relief from 4 weeks treatment, depending on the medical profiles. Free yourself from migraines.
This is Tibbles. Tibbles is a happy cat. Like all cats, she enjoys climbing and getting in and out of home with ease. This is Tom. Tom is a sad cat. Tom didn't have a place to climb and hated his cat flap. Tom's owners hated his cat flap too. They had to cut a hole in their back door and were worried about security. It was ugly to look at and was drafty. Coming home to a kitchen full of Tom's friends was the last straw. At Caterpillar, we share their frustrations, and that's why we created Caterpillar, a simple, stylish climbing frame that can also be used to help your cat get in and out of home. Caterpillar was created by our family who have a passion for pets. I'm Antonia, and this is Andy and Joseph. Together, we're the team behind Caterpillar. The Caterpillar story began when one of our cats was getting too old to jump up through our ground floor window. To help our aging Moggy, we created a simple ramp, and before long, a number of other designs emerged. It was a simple and effective solution to help our elderly cat. But we soon realised that our younger cats enjoyed playing on the frames as well. It wasn't long before Caterpillar was born. Working with our product development team, Caterpillar has now been designed into a market-ready product and is ready for manufacture. Its unique design is adaptable, allowing you to tailor your Caterpillar to best suit you and your cat's home. It can be used as an outdoor or indoor climbing frame for cats to play on, and as a way for cats to enter homes, outbuildings, or garden sheds. Cats love to climb, and Caterpillar lets them do what comes naturally. It's fun for them and practical for you.